I grew up mixing dancehall records with soca from a young age.
Okay. So this is nothing new to you.
It's nothing new. That collaborative effect. We used to learn steel pulse songs, roller skates, third world songs.
Hello, hello, hello. Let me introduce Machel Montano.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, I want to say you did an amazing job. Like, I was watching, you mashed up the place. Like,
thank you.
Tell me about how today was. How was your experience performing in Toronto, Carnival Kingdom? Tell me what it was like.
I mean, I've been to Toronto so many times over the years. It's been more than 30 years coming here.
Wow.
This is my probably 5th or 6th or 7th, maybe even 10th Carnival Kingdom. I know they're celebrating their anniversary. But every time I come in, I live so much in the moment. I had fun the year before, but I had fun tonight like I didn't. You know, it was always a new experience when you come here, and tonight it was a new one again. You know, the audience, the energy out there, the different faces connecting with them, and then doing new songs, you know, being able to do a song like Party twice in the set.
Iconic.
Iconic moment.
Yes.
So this will definitely have to be one of my best ones, or even the best one, because it was that one with the newest songs and a new audience. You know, a lot of these people are here, but there are a lot of new people coming all the time.
100%.
That's what SOS does. It brings, you know, new people to the table, and I just love it. I had a really, really good time tonight.
I'm really glad. I'm really glad. And you mentioned Party. Out of all the songs that you performed tonight, tell me which one really stood out to you? Which one was like, okay, yeah, this was the song that I was so excited to perform?
I mean, I had a couple magic moments. I love Party.
Yes.
Doing Party was special, but also doing The Truth.
Yes.
Having Asian come out, that mixture of soca and dancehall was really special. And then when we hit Family down in the end, the response of the crowd when they heard Family was so dope. And we did a little bit of hard fet in there. So, you know, the fans, we love these special moments. And I think those were 3 of the highlights for me tonight.
100%. I would agree. And I think that you and Aishan performing on the same stage in Toronto at Carnival Kingdom, SOS Fest, like, that is iconic again.
It's real balance.
Real balance. And as a Jamaican person myself, like, this is... It's a long time coming for me because I love soca music, okay? And my name is Selena, love soca. I love soca music, and I just really love to see that collaboration. Tell me a little bit more about how you feel about collabing with a dancehall artist. Fun
fact, the first time I ever went to school in my life was in Jamaica.
Really?
I went to kindergarten in Jamaica. My parents were at Mona, so I remember, you know, Port Royal, and I remember the train. I have memories of, you know, being out there, and I love the music. So the music was always in me, and I was always a fan of Bob Marley and anything Jamaican. So I grew up mixing dancehall records with soca from a young age. Okay.
So this is nothing new to you.
It's nothing new. That collaborative effect. We used to learn steel pulse songs, roller skates, third world songs, you know, and it's about that, looking up to people like that and trying to make our music as big as Bob Marley was.
100%.
So that was my inspiration, and I just always mix soca with it. One day a friend told me, he's like, you know, he said, yo, you know this youth from Jamaica have a song called Balance, and you singing a song called Balance. I was like, yeah. And he sent me the link, and I was driving to the studio, and I stopped in front of the studio and I heard it. And I went straight into the studio and started cutting it up and mixing it together. And then I started reaching out to him, his management, everybody, to try to tell them, yo, we need to do this collab. Now we're about to do some more songs together because we understand the vibe. We had a brilliant performance in Trinidad. And then tonight was pure magic.
Magical. Trust me. Yeah, no, that was awesome. Like, that record, and then it even grew to the R&B space as well. And Neo, like, it's just like,
we got Neo on there, and we trying to get him to come to one of these shows and perform.
I'm ready for that.
You understand? Because you understand what the message of this song is. It's about that inclusivity. It's about balance in life. It's about speaking your truth.
Yes.
You know, and it's a dope rhythm. You know, the Big Links rhythm with so many great songs. But this we want to build on. I believe in the collaborative efforts of mixing genres, especially soca and dancehall. We go hand in hand right now. Jamaica is loving soca.
Yes.
We have loved reggae and dancehall for years. It's about time we unite the Caribbean through music. And this is a perfect pairing that could just, you know, bring something new to this space.
I agree. It really gave something fresh and new, something that people haven't really heard before. So I just really want to big you guys up for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to switch gears really quickly.
All right.
And we're going to do
10 questions.
Well, maybe like 5, this or that.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we have Wet Fet or Juve?
Juve.
Juve. And why is that?
Because I have dreads, I don't want my dreads to be soaking wet, and Juve is wet fet too, you know.
Right,
Juve have
right.
mud and paint and water, and there's something special about starting in the dark and ending in the light. Juve is all about that.
But you're not worried about the paint getting in your hair or anything?
I mean, I'm a little bit of a pretty boy when it comes to that. I don't like messing up myself too much. But in the years that I've done it, it is something spiritual, and sometimes you just have to let that care go out the door and be carefree.
I totally agree.
And I've been there.
And I love how you said that it's something spiritual, and I really think like soca music and a whole, like all music, but like soca music is so spiritual, and like the fets and everything from Juve to whatever it is, Carnival, like it is spiritual. So I love how you touched on that.
It's release. You know, if you learn the history of Carnival, you really understand what it was. It's about putting on a mask. It's about playing a mask, and it's about putting aside this physical body.
Yes.
When you mask it, it's no longer there, and you can now reach to the hills and the heights and the spirits and the ancestors. It's about freeing up yourself.
Okay, I love that. And now you know why they call you the monk, okay? We know why.
Yeah.
All right, next question is, would you rather perform on the road or perform on a stage like this?
I would rather perform on stage because it's contained. I have performed on the road in past years, and it's tough when you're playing mass and you're moving on a truck. It's fun sometimes, but when it comes to the road, I want to be down in the street with the people jumping up, you know. I prefer perform on the stage and then go on the road.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a great answer. Yeah. And we're going to shift gears one more time, and it's a really lighthearted question. If you were to pick any superpower that you could, like that exists, what would you choose?
The number one, to be invisible.
To be invisible. We've heard that one a couple times, you know.
For sure, I would want to be invisible.
So what would you do with your invisibility?
With my invisibility, I would try to go to places that I could learn things that I wasn't able to learn. I could sit peacefully and nobody will worry me, and I could observe things, because observation is the key. You know, and sometimes you have to move in stealth, to be silent, to be still, and to be able to observe what you need. So, you know, I think invisibility is there. I would have said to have all the knowledge in the world, but I think if I'm invisible, I could use that to experience things and gather knowledge. But I'd still be in here.
I agree. I think that's a different answer. Like, we've heard invisibility, but they say, oh, you know, I want to see what people are saying about me. But that's deep. I love that. Okay, well, it was a pleasure to talk to you today. I want to say thank you so much, and you're amazing once again.
Thank you for your energy.
Of course.
We're still going at this time.
We're still going. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Yeah, all right, well, thank you so much.
You look so beautiful in your costume.
Thank you so much.